Admittedly, I have not seen Hosoda's films made for existing franchises, so I will not tackle those. It's his comments on Hosoda's other standalone work that I want to address. I told myself I was not going to try this because I didn't want to purposely incite controversy. But there's enough controversy around him as it is, and he's very briefly engaged with me before, but I felt like I needed to make an exception here. I'm going to try to get the gist of the argument out, because I'd rather not make a 20-minute response to like a 3-minute video. Concerning The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, there is nothing wrong with simplicity. In fact, I would argue there is an understated beauty in it when it's done right like it is here. This film is about her responsibilities and changing because of it through time travel. When you simplify it down the way that you are, you're taking away the fact that there is so much more detail in the film that shows exactly why this happens and why we should love it so much. Yes, the time travel logic is flawed at times. No time travel story will ever get it right. We have to allow a certain amount of time travel logic flaws in films so we can enjoy their narratives and their stories. I do not feel this film has enough logical flaws in that case. Remember, of course, that these works are more slice-of-life oriented films, and they work because of the presentation in writing and art style. Concerning Summer Wars, with a family this big, of course not everyone's going to get fleshed out. The individual family members were never actually the point, though. The writers intentionally grouped them essentially into one giant character aside from the ones who are more relevant to the plot. Again, that is the point of the film, and as the way it portrays family values so well. The card game isn't the best way to save the world as a plot point, but it's saved by the fact that the world actively comes together by donating their digital life bodies as currency in an all-or-nothing mechanism to save their asses. Though I guess I can agree with you that school romance isn't the most exciting or substantial part of the film. Concerning Wolf Children, the romance isn't the point. The film is called Wolf Children because the film focuses on the children's experience growing up. That's why the film ends around the time Yuki heads off to middle school and Ame joins the forest. The film sets up quickly, but then lets the rest of their lives play out naturally. The drama happens because those are exactly the situations you would face in their shoes. The drama we face in our lives. That is enough of a story, and that's why it works so well. That's why people love it. When people talk about how real this is, it's because it plays a realistic portrayal of an otherwise unrealistic situation, while also giving us a chance to draw parallels with our own lives. Again, the point here is growing up with all these issues, and drama that comes naturally with the situation they are in. It is not about bestiality or furry pandering or whatever else you would want to add into that beginning part of your statement. The Boy and the Beast is not about furry pandering, you are wrong again. The focus is the training and growing strength of Kyuta, or Ren if you want to call him that. Yes, the premise of Ren following a beast into an unknown world may be bad on paper, but consider he's a child. He's prone to making irrational decisions, no matter how dumb this may be to us. It's the development of him and Kumatetsu through their training throughout the film that justifies his action in the end, even if returning to this human world stuff wasn't handled the best in writing. The whale appears at the end because of spirit power and is defeated by Kyuta's master, literally reincarnating himself into the missing portion of his soul to give him the strength to save a fellow darkness-harboring human. I understand if you don't like his films, and you are entitled to your opinion as I am to mine. I bring this up because I think in the presentation of your argument you missed the fundamental basics of what Hosoda's films are actually doing. You bring up the wrong points for the wrong reasons, and I know you're better than that. That's fine if you dislike his films and everything like that, but your arguments were not good ways to address them.